When was the last time you had a thought that didn't come with a notification? You say you want clarity, but clarity can't compete with chaos. Most leaders I meet aren't running out of time, they're running out of space. Welcome to Daily Power Boost, Ignite Your Potential, the podcast where your transformation begins. I'm Sean Michael, and each day I'll bring you quick, impactful insights and action steps to fuel your personal and professional growth. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a leader, or someone ready to break limits and ignite greatness, this is your daily power boost to crush obstacles, stay focused, and awaken the extraordinary potential within you. Because remember, greatness begins within. Let's go. Welcome back to Daily Power Boost. Yesterday, we detoxed from the need to earn your exhale. Today, we're taking that breath and expanding it. Because the next level of leadership doesn't come from doing more. It comes from making room for what matters. You can't lead if you can't hear yourself think. You can't innovate if your mind is already full. And you can't create if you never let life interrupt your schedule. We don't just lose space physically, we lose it emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Every yes you give away without discernment rents out square footage in your soul. A few years back, I realized my life had become smaller even as my success got bigger. Calendar packed, projects rolling, family time scheduled down to the minute. But inside, I felt crowded. Like every inch of me was spoken for. One night, my son asked, "Daddy, can we play our game?" And I felt panic rise because my calendar didn't know where to put presents. That's when it hit me. I'd created systems so efficient they squeezed the spirit right out of my day. Efficiency had eaten intimacy, and I'd been calling it success. That's the trade-off high achievers never see coming. You build your life so tightly optimized, there's no oxygen left for insight. Because space is where intuition speaks, where strategy meets soul, where leadership becomes art, not just execution. Without space, you stop responding and you start reacting. Your team feels it, your clients feel it, your family feels it. The person who feels it the most? You. Every single day. Busyness doesn't make you unavailable, it makes you unreachable. Here's a truth most founders and executives miss. Space isn't a luxury for leaders who've made it. It's the foundation for leaders who last. Because the ones who burn out aren't the ones working the hardest, they're the ones who forgot how to breathe between the reps. You can't scale suffocation, but you can build a culture where people have room to think, room to feel, room to lead from something deeper than urgency. So let's reframe it. Space isn't absence, it's access. It's what allows insight, empathy, and innovation to land. Every visionary idea you've ever had came from silence first. That shower thought, that drive with the radio off, that walk without your phone. That was space doing its job. The real risk isn't doing less, it's doing so much that you can't feel the difference between alignment and autopilot. That's where burnout hides, in the tight corners of overcommitment. So if you've been feeling suffocated lately, don't confuse that tension with lack of capacity. It's a lack of clarity. You don't need more hours. You need more honesty about how you fill them. And that clarity, that's what we're building tomorrow. The quiet rebuild, why real momentum feels like maintenance at first. Because once you create the space, your brain is going to panic and try to fill it again. We're going to rewire that impulse. But first, let's land today. Here's how to reclaim your room. Today, right now, Leave 10 unscheduled minutes between your next 2 commitments. No meetings, no calls, no screens. Just transition. Let yourself breathe in the gap. Walk to the window, stretch, stare at nothing. Because presence doesn't happen on command. It happens in the margins that you protect. The most powerful leaders I know aren't the busiest. They're the most available to what actually matters. So breathe deeper, not just into your lungs, but into your life. The world doesn't need more overstuffed calendars. It needs more leaders with inner spaciousness. Because when you stop filling every moment, you finally make room for meaning to move in. This was the Spacious Self, reclaiming the room you shrunk out of. Tomorrow, the quiet rebuild. Why real momentum feels like maintenance at first. Because once you've created this space, the real challenge isn't filling it again. It's learning to trust what emerges inside it. With strength and heart, I'm Sean Michael. Stay close. Thanks for tuning in to Daily Power Boost. Ignite your potential. Remember, transformation starts with action. So take today's insight, make it your own, and awaken your inner potential. Because remember, greatness begins within. Catch you tomorrow for your next Power Boost.